Why don't these niggas ever have Instagram?
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Alabama's offense will get first crack at it today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And It's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game, and this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to throw.
I'm about to record a bumper podcast, and these indie Christian artists are so hard to find on social media. Yeah, are they not there?
A lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently.
Like, man, what are you doing? Are you trying to make music or not?
So well, they're throwing the NFL talent all over the field. And
it's like G. Like, you can't find G on Instagram.
First-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Yeah, but, I mean, that's a reason not to have it for a little bit, not to not have it forever. Yeah. And you're going to see G on his page.
Wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The throw to the outside is complete.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it inside the 25. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Now they'll try the right side. Quick step and go. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself.
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown time.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
You are so dramatic, bro.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the kick is good.
Walk by the house.
There's a
Like,
penalty
boy,
flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
I said somebody walked by the house. They're like, boy, she getting busy. This nigga in here. This nigga here doing floor presses.
The official was offered
all I hear from the other room is, oh.
Take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out at the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Georgia State's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation?
Nigga had nothing
during your playing days, Jesse.
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Got this, girl.
Their opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The RPO, it's complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delayed game offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. First down here for the offense. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Provo.
Oh, we went the wrong way.
Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and get to
I mean, what are you supposed to be doing?
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Might as well finish strong, G.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Creates a little room. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To the air, it's Provo. Under fire. And as he throws, he snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. And this offense has one.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
I know Ringo had a song with
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put deep.
Breaks into the open. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's so difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Yoder. Lost one deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass.
It's the white powder you stuck on the counter. I said, not just in back. Maybe back in the game. Then where did you get this from?
Girl, it's protein. Get out my office. Can you give me some tissue paper that's on the couch?
Now I gotta get out your office. If you want me to come back.
Thank you. You can shut that door. I'm about to record this podcast real quick.
Come back here.
Trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. A fun postseason battle here. Deadlock at the end of the first. Here's a quick check on the stats so far. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They'll immediately call timeout. And the Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, it's Provo. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Ocean from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Offense changing the play. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a man, it's Yoder. Fires left. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Release to the back. Pulls it in. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back.
Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Provo. Extending the play. Snagged in the middle, it's Pitts. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got it on the outside. It's Pitts. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Panthers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Lost a throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Nobody around as he makes the catch. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Provo. Got his man on the outside. Touchdown, Georgia State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Bama! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
The extra point here would tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know.
There he goes. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Provo. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Slings it downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. 2 very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, start off the second half, David, they need to put something together.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Looking to throw, it's Provo. Back open in the middle. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that.
And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Tries to get it on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
And I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, especially when you're on the side of the field where you long field goal or maybe just punt the ball. Now, go for it.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next one.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His
touchdown, Panthers. They take the lead with the 6. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff from the gun. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Provo. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Touchdown, Georgia State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back to pass on second down. They're working that left side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Gets it to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Works the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. To throw, it's Yoder. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, everything on that play started off great. The offensive line gave a great pocket to the QB to survey downfield. He found the open receiver. You just got to finish the play. Receiver, you got to make that catch.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now the lead is down to 11.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Let's see what he can do with the return. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw, it's Provo. Throwing right. Got him downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Found the spot in the defense. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Here comes the option. Powers through the defender. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Yoder. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes that Alabama offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
To the air, it's Yoder. Looking left. Intercepted for the 11th time.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play-action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the beatdown has ensued.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. One more play to pad the stats. Back to throw, it's Yoder. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Play till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. When you know you have a team out of class, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.